Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don Channel. We're here off of Horizon Ridge Parkway and Stephanie Street in Henderson, Nevada. Henderson and Las Vegas are pretty much just one massive town nowadays anyway. They all just run together. But this is a newer part of Henderson, the newer part of Henderson here. You got Green Valley, which is actually just in front of us. But Arroyo Grande right here. We're gonna wait for the light. Oh, there's someone over there turning. $3.79 a gallon at that Union 76 gas station right there, and $3.89, 10 cents more for your credit, if that's what you want to do. In fact, you know what? We'll make a right here. We'll make a right here on the Arroyo Grande, guys. It's been a little while since we've been up and down Arroyo Grande here. I used to actually go to a restaurant over here, but I don't see it now. Primrose Schools, okay. Not familiar with that brand. But it's really cool, especially being able to see the strip from up here in Henderson, because the Sphere is on the east side of the strip. So at night, even though it's still a good distance away, you can still see kind of the changing whatever of the Sphere. Now you probably can't read anything at that distance, but you can take a look at it and kind of watch it do its thing. It goes through the emoji screen as well. That's like my favorite. I love the emoji screen. That's really cool. This is Paseo Verde Parkway here. Foothills Ranch right there in front of us. As we continue northbound on Arroyo Grande. We're about to go over the 215 Beltway here. There is no interchange here with Arroyo Grande. It just goes over the 215 Beltway. As we look back to the east there, you can see the 215 right there. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers. And it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithms work really carries away to your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. So this is kind of an older part of newer Henderson, if you will. And as you go further north into Green Valley North, which is pretty much now we're into the Green Valley area of Henderson. As you go further north, the neighborhood gets a little more dated. You get homes from back in the 80s. This is Wigwam here. Wigwam Parkway. Mountain View is the name of that development in there. And I thought this light was going to change for us there real quick. Also, please check out my wife's brand new channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does astrology and spirituality here on YouTube. Really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. Even if that's not your thing, if you could still like and subscribe, it would really mean a lot to us. And also, tell your friends, anyone you know that may be interested in that particular topic. That would be awesome. Thank you so very much, you guys. Come up here. Yeah, definitely some older neighborhoods. There's a mobile home park gated, but still a mobile home park over here off to the right. Come up here to Windmill Parkway. So you have Wigwam and Windmill. And this is the eastern terminus, at least of this segment of Windmill, right there. And then you have that, this is that little spur rail line that runs from the Union Pacific north-south line over to what used to be the old basic magnesium plant back in the day. And then you have a huge recreation area over here off to the right. Massive. Have a few baseball fields over there. There's a lot of trees too. That's the other thing you notice being here in Henderson. all the more reason when they talk about wanting to take a lot of the unsheltered, unhoused homeless folks and move them to the east side of town, which is what they're pretty much doing. There's no shade over there. In fact, it's been deemed to be a heat island there on the east side of town. So that's very unfortunate. They should, bring them down here to Henderson or Summerlin, where they have trees all over the place. They can find plenty of shade. They have the heat island effect going on there on overdrive there on the east side of town. Very few trees over there. That was Santiago, by the way. We just passed back there. It's going to bring us up here to Warm Springs Drive. Oh, that's correction, Warm Springs Road. You got a Village Pub over here, Village Pub and Poker. That's kind of a chain that's around town here. You have a DQ Grill and Chill. DQ actually sounds pretty good right now with the temperature 116 degrees outside. There's a Walgreens over there on that corner. Rivas, Real Mexican Grill, it says there. And Warm Springs. So there you can see in the distance the tower for the Sunset Station Hotel and Casino. Just off to our east here in Henderson. So yeah, they wanted to, they talked about, it was in the news this week, and in fact they held a public meeting where they discussed taking a lot of the unhoused, unsheltered homeless folks and moving them to other places. They went in and cleaned out a lot of the tunnels underneath the strip and stuff with the water retention tunnels, and they also additionally had a meeting about installing a kind of a halfway house for former prisoners there off of Christie Lane and Stewart, east of Nellis. And there were a bunch of residents in that area that were up in arms about that, going crazy about that. So it's kind of a big deal. A lot of stuff going on. And the big question, other than why would you do that to the east side, is why don't you put them in Henderson or Summerlin? You see all the trees around here. You see all the, the amenities they have down here. They have washes down here too. This is Green Valley High School here off to our right, home of the Gators. I'm gonna drive around Green Valley High School. There's the field right there, their football field. We'll get up here and make a right onto Whitney Ranch Drive. And definitely an older part of town. At one time, this was said to be one of the best schools here in Vegas. Green Valley High School. Take a look here at Green Valley. I'm going to make a right here onto Dunbar and see. Oh, okay, yeah, you can't really get into too much here. But we'll show you the neighborhood up here, by the way, right behind the high school. Again, another boat in the driveway. At least that one's covered up. The sun does so much destruction to any vehicle sitting outside. In fact, the sun does destruction to a lot of homes. Look at that. And this is in Green Valley, Henderson. So, like I said earlier in an earlier video, the further north you go in Green Valley, the older the houses tend to get. And so you see that. And usually Henderson is on top of things, but if there's no HOA, then it's up to the city's code enforcement department. And like we've seen with Las Vegas, those guys, I don't know what they're getting paid for. They're taking naps all day or something, I don't know. Old Honda Civic there. It's going to bring us up here to Guilford. We'll go continue straight. Whitney Ranch again, over here off to our left. I'll show you more of these neighborhoods in here. As always, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers. Frontier Airlines flying in overhead there. These homes all kind of look the same. I'm wondering if there's an HOA in here, but they definitely showing their age. You can see some of the wood framing around the garages is stripping and weather beaten. Etc. All single story homes, and it's actually in a great location. That one's a one-car garage. It's in a great location because you have all these amenities right here off of Stephanie and Warm Springs, as well as Stephanie and Sunset. You have the mall over there as well, Galleria Mall. So you have a lot of great amenities in here. But yeah. And so this is Chandler Street, named for Chandler Bing. Just kidding. Rest in peace, Matthew Chandler, or Matthew Perry. So I would like to take a moment and thank you all so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. And also check out our merch. We have some awesome gear. Maybe something for yourself or your significant other. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so much for being here.